Candy. Welcome to Yoga for Recovery with Candy Pip. That's me. Thank you for joining me. And today we're just going to start with a few simple stretches and a centering. So I invite you to find your comfortable seat, however that looks, whether it's with your legs crossed or the legs out, or even laying down if you wish. I invite you to close your eyes or to take a soft gaze down and take a big, deep inhale in and exhale with a sigh. And one more big, deep inhale in. And as you exhale with a sigh, drop the shoulders down and sink in a little bit deeper. Start to bring the awareness to your breath. On the next inhale, fill the belly all the way up. And as you exhale, squeeze the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, fill the belly all the way up. Exhale, release all the air. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, release, 3, 4, 5. Stay with this breath for a few more rounds at your own pace and your own rhythm. Slowly flutter the eyelids open. And on the inhale, we're going to float the arms up, inhaling up. And on the exhale, we're going to twist over to the left, bringing the palms down. Inhale up and twist over to the right. And exhale, bring the hands down. On the next inhale up, come to center. Lengthen through the spine. Bring the hands down. Inhale up and twist over to the left. Bring the right hand to the left knee and the right hand, or the left hand comes behind you, sorry. You can stay here for a few breaths, lifting the heart, lengthening the spine. Or if you wish, on the next inhale, lift the heart a little bit higher, and on the exhale, twist and look over that left shoulder, taking 2 breaths wherever you choose to be at. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen, exhale, come back to center. Good. Inhale up. And on the exhale, we'll go to the right, bringing the left hand to the outside of the right knee, and the right hand goes behind you. Lift from the heart, lengthen the spine. You can stay here and keep breathing, or on the next inhale, lengthen again, and twist and look over that right shoulder on the exhale. Remember, if you go to a space, if you turn and twist, and it's too much, and you decide, I'm not really feeling that right now, come back to what feels good in your body this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching this. 2 more breaths. And then wherever you're at, when you're ready, inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, we come back to center. Good. Inhale up, and on the exhale, bring the palms down, walk the fingertips out until you find your comfortable stretch, wherever that may be for you. Remember, what feels good for my body might not feel good in your body or somebody else's body, so start to listen. That's the beautiful thing about yoga. We start to drop into our bodies and what feels good for you right now. And once you've reached that sweet spot, bring the head and drop it down in between your biceps. And keep breathing. Always keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Beautiful. And then start to walk the hands over to the right, stretching through that left side. Keep breathing, but your head will be down. And then walk the hands to center and over to the other side, stretching through the left side body. When you're ready, come back to center. Walk the hands up. Inhale up. Exhale, plant the left hand and the right hand comes up and over for a nice side stretch. Really lifting and lengthening through the side. Good. And then press into the earth and go to the other side. The right hand plants and the left arm comes up and over. You can bend the elbow, play with it, see how that feels, but just keep breathing. And slowly come up. We're gonna send the legs out. So if you have a blanket or a towel, that will work. You are welcome to sit on it and it will tilt the pelvis down. Or you can just sit on the floor, whatever feels better. So I'm gonna sit sideways so that you can see me better. So you can flex through the heels and push the toes towards you for a more intense stretch up the back of the legs. Or if you really want to just let the feet be soft, you can do that too. But we're going to inhale up. And on the exhale, when you're ready, hinging at those hip bones, start to reach forward. Going until you reach that sweet spot. So what's a sweet spot? The sweet spot is where you start to feel the stretch. So we're going to start talking, keep breathing while we're here. So we're going to start talking about ahimsa. Ahimsa is the first spiritual principle in yoga, which means non-violence, non-harming. So what does that mean for us? Well, once we leave active addiction and we come into recovery, we stop harming our body. So by one, we stop drinking, we stop drugging, we stop binging with food, whatever it is, life gets, a little bit better. So right here, I don't want you to push and be like, oh, I have to come right here. And then you pull something and it hurts, right? Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Okay, we're gonna go up again. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch forward again. So non-harming. So you find that sweet stretch and you start to investigate the feeling. Oh, that feels like it's stretching and lengthening. It feels good. It's different, but it feels good. So we stay with it. We leave our egos at the door and we don't push until we hurt ourselves. Okay? And then inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. We're going to bring the left foot in and place it right next to the right thigh. Lengthen and turn that heart towards that right foot. Inhale up. And on the exhale, we come forward, bringing that hand again to the foot, to the shin. Maybe we start at the thigh. Maybe we're right here tonight, and that's beautiful. Maybe we place the hands on the floor. There's so many options for what feels good in your body. So take a moment. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you don't. You don't have to. But just start to ask yourself, what's that feeling? What's that sensation? And it's not good or bad. Remember, it just is. It just is. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Bring that right foot into the left thigh. And we always lengthen. We're going to take that heart towards the left foot, inhaling up. And on the exhale, we come down. Again, finding what feels good on this side. Noticing maybe if there's a difference in sides. Do they feel the same? Does one feel more stretchier than the other or tighter? Keep breathing. Deep breathing. And then slowly rise up. Good. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And you don't want them super close to start with. We're going to bring the soles of the feet out. If you have blocks and you wish to use them, you can always place the blocks under your knees for support. Okay? So slowly and slowly our muscles start to stretch. Our body starts to get a little bit more flexible. But slowly and slowly, remember, everybody's body is different. So find what feels good for you today. So we're going to inhale up, leading with the heart. On the exhale, we come down. Maybe we place the hands on the inside of our legs. Staying right here. And breathe. You can stay here if you want. You can bring the head all the way down and just cradle it into the foot. You don't have to, it's just an option. So wherever you're at, keep breathing. You can even place the hands on the floor, just like this. 2 more breaths. Notice where the mind is. Keep the body with the mind and the mind with the breath. And slowly come up. Good. We're going to close the knees. Windshield wiper legs out. Beautiful. And then we're going to bring the knees around and we're going to move into cat-cow. So for cat-cow, palms are flat, fingers spread, the wrists are under the elbows under the shoulders. The knees are hip distance apart. So as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, tuck the chin. Good, and then leading with the tailbone out and the softening of the belly, you bring a soft gaze forward. So sideways, that's what this looks like. Let's see if we can get this. So inhale. Good. Keep with that. Do 3 more rounds following your breath, your movement. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. 2 more. And if you've already done 3, bring the big toes together. Sink the hips towards the heels and stretch out. Bring the head down. You can also bring the head to the hands or a block if you have one. So you're going to stay right here. And while you're in this pose, Balasana, child's pose, it's the surrender pose. I like this because when we're in it, we're surrendering on our mat. So we're surrendering on the mat and we can take that off the mat into our lives and surrender to whatever it is we need to just surrender to in our lives, our recovery, our relationship. So take a moment and think about something that you may need to be surrendering right now. What area of your life could this apply to? And keep breathing. Good, 1 more breath. Inhale, ripple forward. Good, bring the knees together. Shake the hips side to side. Beautiful. And then we're going to end with a very nice little reading on ahimsa today. So you can take this time to either sit quietly or maybe you can roll down onto your back. Actually, why don't you go ahead and roll down onto your back for a minute, okay? We'll do that first and bring your knees in and rock them side to side. Just like that. Good. And then bring the soles of the feet down. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. You can stay here just like this. Or if you would like, reach the hands through, grab that left thigh and hug the knees in. Staying right here just like that. Head down because you don't want to tweak your neck. Keep breathing. Deep breathing. Good. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. You're going to be laying down now. Cross that left ankle over the right knee. You can stay here or reach the hands through and grab that leg and hug it in, all while laying down. You don't want to be up, just like this. Good, and then hug the knees into the chest again, rock side to side. And go ahead and stretch out on the floor. And close your eyes, or again, just gently lower the gaze. And take a moment to let the small mindful moment of a practice that we did today sink in. Imagine that you take a big ball of glowing energy and you place it over your head. And it starts to melt and soften the forehead. Release the eyes. Unclench the jaw. Let the tongue float in the mouth. Soften the shoulders. Feel the heartbeat. Feel the breath as it flows through the rib cage. Release any tension in your legs and your feet. And as you lay here, take a moment to let everything sink in. Stay with the breath. Stay with the body. Notice where the mind is gone. If it's checked out and on to the next thing, gently bring it back. Just for now, there's nowhere to go and there's nothing to do. And this is what I have to say to you. Well, darkness has a hunger that's insatiable, and lightness has a call that's hard to hear. The Indigo Girls. Not long ago, a friend of mine went to a gas station to call for help with her drug problem. She couldn't use the phone in her apartment because she had already sold it for drugs. A few months later, after cleaning up her act a little, she went back to using drugs, only to experience far greater consequences this time. Who among us has not either fallen into a downward spiral or been afraid of following in my friend's footsteps? Who has not known the insatiable hunger of darkness? Lightness has a call that's hard to hear, but each time we choose to hear it, the call becomes a little clearer. We spend our days badgered by voices that tell us to judge others, fear others, harm others, or harm ourselves. But we are not obligated to listen to these voices or even take responsibility for them. They may be where we come from, but they are not where we are going. There is another voice, a voice that shines. Ahimsa is the practice of listening to that voice of lightness, cultivating that voice, trusting that voice, acting upon that voice. I invite you to just wiggle your fingers and your toes a little bit and roll to one side, whichever side you would like. And know that you can come back to this place of peace and relaxation at any time throughout the day. All you have to do is tap into the breath. Take a moment and say something kind and loving to yourself. And if this is hard for you, think of something that you would tell a friend or a loved one, and then say it to yourself. As you're ready, come back to your comfortable seat in which we started, with your eyes still closed or a soft gaze down. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh. Turn the corners of your mouth up in a smile because it's just not that deep today. And we bow our heads to our hearts in yoga as a daily reminder of what we are here to do. I'm so very grateful that you took this time to watch my Yoga for Recovery video. And I'm so very grateful that you're here to share this practice with me. In turn, it allows me to give back something very near and dear to my heart. Namaste. Thank you. If you enjoyed this practice or you have any questions, please reach out in the comments or let me know. Subscribe to my channel and tell your friends to subscribe too. Thank you so much. Have a good day.